What's going on, guys? This is Bossrosslp, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. It has been over a year and a half since I last played Doki Literature Club for the first time. I want to say December or January of 2017. I can go look this up because I'm not actually that certain, but for those of you that have never ever played Doki Literature Club, it was a very, very monumental game in my career as a Let's Player. It is quite unusual to describe a visual novel game hidden as a horror game is quite a unique concept, I will say, to the very least. It has been a hot minute since I've played it, and it was one of my favorite games at the time, and it still honestly is. It's definitely not in like any top 5, top 10 position, but I would argue it's probably in the top 20. Yeah, this was December 14th, 2017, I first played it. A little while ago, I played an extra hack called Doki Literature Club after Sayori, and the idea behind the hack was it was a real-world hack in which everything happens after Sayori, commits suicide at the one part of the game. This was done on June 21st, 2018, so a little over a year ago. Now, it is the 10th, or the 2nd of October, 2019, and I'm going to be playing yet another Doki Literature Club hack. This one caught my eye more than many of the others. I've been sort of on the swing of not really caring too much about the Doki Literature Club fandom, seeing what they've been doing, but very recently we've hit the 2-year anniversary, and pretty recently as well, someone has released a demo called Doki Literature Club Rewind Replay. And as far as I know, the idea behind this hack is that it's supposed to emulate the Stanley Parable as well as Groundhog Day, and it's supposed to be something pretty strange like that. I'm assuming it's going to be comedy-based, but it might also be horror-based. I'm not 100% sure what to expect from this. So if you'll give me 2 seconds, I'm going to go grab a Coke. Probably should have grabbed that before starting. And we're going to give this a go. We're going to see what happens. I have no idea what to expect. Well, I mean, I kind of do. But at the same time, I kind of don't. So we're going to figure out what this is together. And when I start the game, I'm also going to have to turn down the audio because it's probably going to blast out my eardrums. I did a quick audio test earlier, so we're going to have to see. Have not seen anything. The only thing I've seen is that the main hub, when you start the game, is not changed. The only thing that's different is it says at the very bottom right corner, Demo V1 or whatever. I'm also not sure how long this is, so this might take multiple parts. It might be done in one. We'll see. Let's just give this a go, shall we? Doki Literature Club Rewind Replay. Yeah, this is most certainly not Team Salvato. This game is unofficial fan work unaffiliated with Team Salvato. You might also notice that I don't have a webcam for this one, although I did for the other ones. But, oh no, this has changed too. Yeah, look at that, that's cute. Nowhere to click on the screen, everything looks basically normal. Act 1 demo, rewind, replay. Yeah. Let's quickly bump down that audio. I know I have my audio pretty low, so I want to make sure that the game audio is probably pretty low. Not too low, because I want to still be able to hear the lovely soundtrack to Doki Literature Club, which is just one song repeated over and over again with different loopings, different notes, different instruments. And sometimes it's other different shit. But, let's give this a go. So, the settings is that it is windowed. Can I make this bigger screen? I can, but that makes it have black bars to the side. That's fine, that's preferable, so it's... Oh dear. Oh dear, it crashed. That's a good start. It definitely crashed. That definitely just happened. Is that what the rewind replay aspect is? It keeps crashing, so you have to keep restarting the game? Because I don't know if I really care that much if that's the new aspect of the game. Let's just give it a new game go. No part to put in my name. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Oh no, don't tell me this is for the most part the regular game, but you very rarely run into the... I'm not sure what this is supposed to be like, so we might be seeing a lot of familiar shit. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Oh, hey, it kept my name. How does it know my name? Weird. I uninstalled and reinstalled the game, so it should know my name. I guess it's using my Steam name. DDLC has already been proven to do that. Yeah, you say like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Ross. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait up for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. This is kind of different, I think. It's been a little bit, so I can't 100% tell. We cross the street together and make our way towards the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Ross, have you ever decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Again, I'll make the same joke I made a year and a half ago. The Going Home Club. That was always my favorite. Now, I actually played tennis in high school, but still, I've been looking either. I also played cross country as well. Is there really a sport you can play? Not really. I just ran cross country, I guess. Yeah, that's not true. Tell me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in one of our many conversations where I'm dismissively going along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Arguably me, except not so much with the anime that much anymore. I mean, I like anime, but boy, do I not have enough time for stuff like that. Definitely the game parts, though. Yeah, and drawing. And reading. A lot of reading, actually. In fact, instead of anime, it's more like manga. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you wouldn't learn how to socialize or any skills before college. Well, you're too little too late in that one. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy, but I did... Sayori, you're not going to die at the thought of me becoming a NEET in a few years because I'm not used to the real world. That's just stupid. Just shut the hell up. Wait, what the... Holy crap, where did that come from all of a sudden? She's been a little annoying right now, but that's way more than I wanted to. Oh, no. Wait, I'm sorry. I have no idea why I said that. I'll just, The words dry up in my throat. Sayori turns from me and bends over for a minute. And then, like, her bottom half snaps in half. Ross, it's me, Nanako! Oh, God! No. I can tell she's wiping her face off and trying to calm herself down. I'd better just give her a second and wait until she's ready again. By the way, this is new. Why did I say that to her? She turns back to me, having cleared most of her tears out of her eyes. Though, she missed one on her face. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. I've never said something that harsh to you before, right? I'm sorry. She must have noticed the tears since she now wipes it off her face and looks directly at me as she does. It's okay. Maybe you were just really, really up late last night? I know I get pretty cranky if I don't get enough sleep. I also get a little bit hangy if I don't get enough sleep, apparently. Yeah, I guess I thought I went to bed at my usual time, but maybe I didn't. Anyway, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to lash out at you like that. It's okay. It happens sometimes, especially if you're stressed out or something. I guess you do have it in you to be mean sometimes. Can I ask you something, though? Sure. How do you know exactly what I was going to say? Let's find out. You're not going to die at the thought of me becoming a NEET in a few years just because I'm not used to the real world. Oh shit, I did know. Oh, look at that. Ooh, that is creepy. Like, literally the exact words that I picked. I did. Yeah, I was gonna ask you to promise to look at some clubs because I'm worried about you. Since you already said you wouldn't all anyway. Yeah, I'm still not sure if I'm sold on the idea of joining a club, but, I promise to look into some later. It's the least I could do after what I said earlier, right? Yeah, I guess so. Why did I freak out like that on such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised that she's even still talking to me right now. Guess seeing me trying to apologize to her so quickly makes her want to really try and help me, but even if she's being nicer than she should be. If it's because she likes you, you fucking idiot. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I knew it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Goblets. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. Thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Yeah, that makes me feel so much better. Thanks, Sayori. Wait, I just realized something. What are you doing in here anyway? Sayori looks like she was specifically waiting for me to ask that. I was gonna ask if you wanted to join my club. What? When did you join a club? Earlier today. It was just around lunchtime. And they already have you trying to recruit people? Did you join the Pyramid Scheme Club or something? No, that club's awful. It exists? I think the fact that the school has a Pyramid Scheme Club is a pyramid scheme in and of itself. Pyramid scheme inception. I joined a club way better than that. In fact, it's probably the best club ever. She clearly wants me to play along with her and ask about this new club. Better to just get it over with and drag this out longer. What club did you join, Sayori? It's the Literature Club! What a surprise. Wait, we have one of those? I've never even heard of that one. Wow. So you knew what Sayori was going to say beforehand. I clearly knew what she was going to say beforehand, you dumbass. Are they really small or something? You could say that. She's clearly not telling me something. No, they're just full of psychopathic murderers. And, one little small girl who likes talking about how eagles can't fly. Okay, so how many members are there then? Why does that matter all of a sudden? Sayori. Two. Two? I can't do just two! So let's say there should be three. Where's the other one? Who's missing? Monica, I guess? Monica Lewinsky is not there? What? How? Isn't there some sort of minimum size you need for a club or something? Yeah, it's three. But once you get a third signed member, you can at least finish the founding paper. Oh, three. Wait, shit. At least we're missing two. There's supposed to be five in this shindig. Me and the four girls. Alright, so we got Sayori, me. That's three. Who the fuck is Monica, I guess? Yeah, we're missing two. Once we get a third side member, we can at least finish the founding paperwork. Founding paperwork? Sayori, does this club even exist yet? Maybe? Sayori, did you join a club that isn't actually a club? She fidgets for a second. Look, it's way better than the Go Home Club. Although I guess that does have a shitload of members. I don't think she expected me to actually ask any questions. Somehow. Look, I'm friends with the girl starting the club, and I really think it'll be a great club someday. Girl? Plus, I promised her I'd find one more member so she can fill out the forms by the end of the... What you think? I don't know. I think I would expect that a girl would introduce me to more girlfriends, as opposed to a girl introduced... I don't know. Maybe the world's a little bit more expansive than Ross's pea brain. Seriously? Sayori, don't... I stopped myself before I go any further. Remember how angry I got earlier today. I promised that at least look into some clubs earlier, right? I hear that much at least. So I'll come and help you guys to start. But don't expect me to stick around too much longer afterwards. Oh, shit, I missed one. No, I didn't actually. She just did a little smile face. Ooh, that's a cute smile. That's not typical Sayori smile. I don't think Sayori smiles like that. That looks like a Natsuki smile. Maybe she ate Natsuki, and that's why one of the girls is missing. Which means the other one ate Yuri. Okay, now that makes sense. So if we go in there and Monica has like halfway purple hair, I'll be like, I called that shit way too early. Oh no. Because that's what happens, right? When you eat... Well, actually, I think if you ate Natsuki, you'd just be hungry. No way, awesome. Thank you, Ross. Suri giddily hops over and hugs me, pinning me to the back of the chair. Oh, now we're getting hot and heavy already. Alright already. Let me get out of this desk at least. Take a second to stand myself up. As I do, though, a thought crosses my mind. So is his friend. Anyone ever heard of? Monica, the one from this floor, not the one downstairs. Have you two ever met? Think you might have, but I'm not sure. Oh, wait, that was probably both Sayori. Yeah, that was both Sayori. Okay. I gulp a bit. Monica? Yeah. We shared a class last year, though. I never talked to her much. We also shared a game a year and a half ago. And I talked to her a little too much. Although, technically, not for the majority of the game, but near the end. Oh boy, they front-loaded that shit. She always seemed really, busy. In reality, she was the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. We rarely talked because she was completely out of my league. And busy with everyone else. Sayori's eyes suddenly lose focus as she turns away slightly. Looks like a light's going off in her head. Oh, really? Is that because she was just so much more popular than you? What? No, dummy, that's not it at all. Yeah, then what was it? I just said she was busy, alright. She was the head of the debate club after all. Well, yeah, but she still has plenty of time to talk to everyone in class. That's how I became friends with her. This is talking really in depth, like Sayori actually, well, all these people had a life before this. This is building up backstory. That's one thing that DDLC didn't do in order to specify that the majority of the game took place inside a dating sim, so it was like all weird and shit. If we're specifying all this shit from the get-go, all these characters have a backstory, which is definitely a little bit different. I mean, technically they all do have a backstory in the original DDLC of a form, but it's specific stuff that they explain that I guess Monica lets get vetted. I don't know. Look, point is, that's how she became friends with her, and she likes talking to everyone. Look, do you want me to join this club or not? I can't tell if Sayori ever gets why I was annoyed there, but I'd rather just drop the subject entirely right now. Well, of course. In fact, we should probably go find her right now. Come on, I bet I'll know where she is. Yeah, I believe I'll know where she is. Inside the literature club room? How'd you guess? Oh, geez, Sayori. Golly gee. I followed Sayori downstairs to one of the ground level hallways. Started to wonder what classroom Sayori's leading me to until Sayori points to another student down the hallway. She's leaning up against a pillar, filling out some paperwork on a clipboard. She doesn't notice us walk up until Sayori gets her attention. Guess she's really focused right now or something. Monica, guess who I found? Oh, that was fast. What was Monica's voice again? I don't remember. It was something like, oh, hello, Ross. Oh, that was fast. You were gone only, what, 10 minutes? I know, I told you I could get someone here before you finished. Ah, I guess you were right after all. So, did Sayori have to twist you? Monica trails off as she takes a second to look me over. She's probably trying to remember my name or something. Bet she doesn't remember it at all. Oh, Ross. The only other person in this school with a name that doesn't sound Japanese in the slightest. It's been a while. I didn't know that Sayori was talking to you. It's good to see you again. Okay, that caught me off guard. Yeah, you too. It's great to see you again. Not dead. That's the best I can come up with. Wasn't exactly expecting her to have a slight memory of me, much less remember who I am. Ross has already agreed to join. We can really start a club today. Wow, that's kind of impressive, really, considering the fact what happened last time you agreed to join a club. I guess you were a good pick for vice president. Vice president? Well, I guess she's the first friend Monica thought to ask. That makes sense. So, anyway, what else do you have to do to start this club? Get the beer. That's what I would do. Oh wait, it's a curricular activity. Shit. Sari said something about helping out with paperwork. Oh, we just finished filing these out. Once I sign the last of these, the club officially exists. Monica takes a second, staring at the pile of papers on her clipboard. Okay, give me a moment to split this, and we can all start filing the paperwork out together. That way, we can still have some time left over today, instead of just waiting on me to finish. Monica starts handing out papers to each of us, clearly trying to keep certain things packed together. After a minute of this, we all get enough that's not so overwhelming, but we'll definitely be here for a bit. As soon as Sari starts actually filling out the papers, she looks at them as though they're written in some foreign language she doesn't understand. Why are these written in English? It's complicated. After a few seconds, she looks over at me and carefully places her bag down on one of the benches. She then plops right down next to the bag. I guess she wants to try and focus on her packet better. Monica, though, seems like she's busily tearing through the forms. After another minute, Monica takes notice of Siri and gently eases herself down to the opposite end of the bench. Monica lets out a small sigh of relief as she does this. I guess she was tired of standing. There's an awful lot of descriptors that really don't need to be here. One of the big things about Doki Doki Literature Club, the original, it's written pretty well. It has a certain style of how it's written. Although there are certainly some silly moments, it has Dan Salvato's voice, who's, well, pretty good at writing dialogue. You always gotta be noticeable of this, because like whenever you play a hack of a game that's obviously a hack of it, you have to suspend your disbelief that there's probably going to be dialogue that's generally worse. Like, a lot of things can be good, some things can even be better. Often the dialogue is the thing that gets sacrificed. This is especially noticeable in Pokemon hacks. Pokemon hacks, oh god, the dialogue's always fucking worse or edgier or some shit like that. I'm playing Insurgent right now. Holy fuck, it's so edgy. But in this case, in this game, right now, the dialogue has been pretty on point for the most part. There's certainly some telltale signs that this is a hack and it's not the correct stuff. I mean, the dialogue, the text font, it's on point. I played a hack a bit ago, like I mentioned. Text was not the proper text format, so it felt a little bit weird. Dialogue itself felt a little bit off. Here, feels for the most part on point. I don't know, it's been a while since I played, so I probably won't notice as much. If I played them back to back, I'd probably notice a little bit more. Who knows? I have a general idea of how the characters react, though. But if I do notice, like, stuff like this, I guess she was tired of standing, like that whole dialogue spiel, like, let's look. She plops down right next to her bag as she wants to try and focus on her packet. Monica, though, seems like she's busy tearing through the forms. She takes notice of Siri, gently eases herself down the opposite side of the bench, lets out a small side. Like, that's a lot of descriptions that would go probably good in, like, a book. Here, though, some of that description could probably have been cut down a little bit. Some of my description about this entire spiel could have been cut down a little bit, speaking of which. Sari looks over at Monica for a second and looks up at me. Hey, you should sit down with us. You'll get tired standing like that. Oh, yeah, that's why I sat too. Go ahead and sit with us if you like. Alright, now it's starting to get a little creepy. Oh, well, can I sit in between them? Secret is always to sit next to Monica so she doesn't fucking nuke anyone. I can sit down next to her whenever I want, but I guess I want a chance to sit next to Monica. It'll look weird if I do it for no reason, right? So, I mean, if I'm going to be filling out these forms for you, Monica, I guess just make sure I'm doing them right? Do you mind if I imagine half-heartedly motion towards her end of the bench, hoping that's what I'm asking is obvious. Doesn't really have the intended effect. You dumbass. Sarah is, like, inwardly laughing, like, what a fucking goon. Am I really that intimidating? Oh, dear. Sari chuckles under her breath of, yeah, she's like, what a fucking idiot. It's a really bad sign if I'm being so awkward that even Suri would be able to laugh at me. Crap. It's alright. Here, let me just adjust a bit. She, like, lays down sideways. Go ahead. There, all good now. What'd you want me to help you look at? I gingerly sit next to Monica, hurriedly looking for the most convoluted section I can find before I get fully seated. This right here. What do they mean by a statement of intent for assigned subordinate members? And why do they want a full paragraph for it? Oh, well. That's skipping a bit ahead, isn't it? I think I know what they want there, though. I can't tell what's more nerve-wracking. How badly I mangled asking if I can sit down or how convoluted this paperwork is. Anyway, I'm gonna blow my nose. So I'm gonna mute the microphone. There we go. Look, I'm kind of getting over a cold here, so you have to give me these secs every once in a while. After some time, we plowed through most of the papers. Great. The quiet of the hallway is only interrupted by either Sayori or myself asking Monica a question about some weird paperwork phrasing. Eventually, the two of us get into a pretty long talk about one particularly nasty section buried in Sayori's paperwork. I love the gripping action of filling out fucking paperwork. Whatever, this is Doki Literature Club, let's go. Now that I think about it, Monica always seems to just naturally become the leader whenever she was part of a group. I remember a few times that we were randomly assigned partners for group work, and whenever I was part of her group, the project usually went pretty smoothly. I guess that just means she's a natural born leader or something. Everyone smiles at my inward monologue. She's usually pretty good at getting along with people. I mean, I can't remember a time when I ever saw her get mad. They're like, oh no, we don't remember that either, inward monologue Ross. Maybe a little flustered at times, but... Ross, are you okay? Why are you inwardly monologuing to yourself? Monica suddenly leans over into my field of view. It startles me enough that I drop my pen. Ah! Dude, it's a fucking pen, you dumbass. Anyway, I'm gonna make a save. It's been a little bit, and I don't want the game to crash again, because that would make me sad. Yeah, I'm fine. Ooh, what's wrong? They both openly laugh a bit, but quickly try to stifle it. You dropped your pen. I knew that. You were spacing out again, weren't you? What? No, I was not, Baka. I just, Ross, you didn't even laugh at Monica's joke. It was a good one, too. It's alright. The paperwork is pretty mind-numbing, so I'm not surprised if you spaced a little bit after this. We're almost done, though. Just a bit more to go, and then we'll be official. Can you push through this for me, Ross? Yeah, sure, no problem, Monica. I'm sorry for losing focus like that. That's what I want to hear. The faster we finish, the faster we can get to something more interesting. Like fucking suicide, gut stabbing with knives, and just going in the hallways 5 or 6 times to watch Yuri cut herself. The game's weird, okay? The game's fucking weird. I'll treat my pen to get back to the work I was last on. I guess my memories are about right. Of her. We finally get to the last few sheets. Oh, come on. Why a school club would need this much paperwork just to be founded is beyond me. Monica leans over to look at the papers Sayori and I still have. Apparently she's happy with how close we are. Okay, everyone. We're almost done. I'm sorry this took so long, but we're so close to finishing up. Sayori lets out a small laugh, apparently happy to be nearly done too. Not that I can blame her, my own hand's starting to cramp a while ago. Oh, this is cute. What's the button to, Oh, that's cute as shit. Also, we only have 1 page of saves. Usually we have more than one. Dang, that's a cute picture, though. I mean, it's obviously not in the traditional artwork. But it's still very cute. Monica still has black leggings. Oh, dear. Sayori looks like a little girl. I mean, she is, but she looks like especially young there. Also, something's a little bit off about Monica's nose. You know what? It's better than what I could do, so hey. It's cute. That's all I gotta say. The relief in the air is palpable. Sayori is giddily as usual, but Monica's good move now. Just so different from how serious she was when we were filling out the paperwork. Can't help but smile, too. Also, that's a huge fucking pen, Sayori. It's like bigger than your hand. Good to know that you're used to gripping large... Okay. Though I can't tell if it's because I'm happy to see the two of them happy or if it's just because of how much my hand hurts. It's probably because you're inwardly monologuing too much and your brain hurts. So you're both on your final sheets, right? Then I'll start filling out my last one, too. Siri giggles a little at this, and I see her fiercely try to race Monica to finish hers. Well, she doesn't have all that much, so I finished before either of them. Get fucked. Monica stops after a minute and watches Siri continue to fill her sheet out. Did you finish, Monica? Well, almost. I'm technically supposed to sign this form last, since it officially founds the club and assigns me the role of president. But I guess I could just do it now since Siri's nearly done anyway. Hey, wait, you're the president and Siri's the vice president. Do I get some sort of special role, too? Perk up being one of the people to go through all this paperwork? Well, I still have a few forms for whoever is going to be the treasurer if you'd like to No, never mind, I'm good. I think I've had enough of this for one day. Monica smiles sweetly and covers her mouth to hold back a laugh. Oh, look at that. Siri giggling is a little more obvious. I figured as much. Okay, then. Monica takes her time, signing her full name in a rather dramatic fashion, specifically penning the letters of her name to the cadence of her speech. By signing my name, I officially found the Literature Club and assume the role as your president. Her pen strikes the paper one last time. Hey, Monica. I think you struck the pen a little bit too much on the paper and you ripped the fabric of the game. Oops. Officially becoming Literature Club person, she's like, oh fuck, I've done this before. What have I done? No, I don't want to be this shit. Nope, take it back. Go back. We're gone too far. The ink flows pooling into a dark puddle. Oh no. So then Monica goes apeshit if you're not watching the screen right now. She's probably familiar with what's going on right now. Also, that face is a little bit... Sayori's just like, what the fuck? She just went apeshit. Suddenly, Monica starts wildly thrashing about, screaming at the top of her lungs. Oh, good. Oh, good. She remembers. It's so loud, it's hurting my ears. Oops. Sorry, Monica, that's just my dog whistle. I guess you can hear that. Oops. After a few seconds, she abruptly stops screaming and freezes. Yeah, that's a Sayori face. She's like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. If Em watches this, just take like a couple of those Monica screaming phases. I'm sure any of those could be converted into an emote. What was that? Hey, Monica, are you okay? No response. Monica's still just frozen in place, staring at seemingly nothing. This is weird not having any music. Sayori waves her hand in front of Monica's face, but she doesn't respond. It's honestly pretty rare that you don't get any music in Doki Doki Literature Club. There are scenes where you don't get music, but they are very spaced few and far between. And usually they have different renditions of the main song, so you can get a little bit more of the audio. Also, I can't tell if she's crying or sweating. That one tear on the left side of her face kind of implies, just like... But this one's definitely sweat. So, what is the prognosis, Ren, or the diagnosis? It's sweat! I don't know. Daikichi seems to think it's sweat! Monica? Hey, Ross, you know what's going on here? Because, Ross beyond the screen knows what's going on here. Sarah and I wordly look at each other, then turn back to Monica. Glad I chose to sit down next to her. It's probably because I stood up and, sat in her hair and she was in a lot of pain. Do we, call the nurse or something? Monica snaps her head to look directly at me. Hey, Monica. How's it going? Can you not, do the crawl across the screen to, yeah, how's it going? It was so fast, Sayori even jumped up a little bit. Yeah, it was, one frame of animation. Monica? Monica's gaze is, is it's a lot simpler than usual. Usually there's a little bit more color. Here right now it's just one solid shade of green. Uh-oh. It's like she's afraid I'm about to punch her. Oh, is that well, it's obviously fear. I thought she was going to jump on me and be like, "You did this to me." Which I guess would be fear. Don't worry, kiddo. I'm not going to delete you this time, I hope. But that won't have to happen if we don't have to go down this dirty, dusty trail again. And I think that face is making you realize we're going down that dirty, dusty trail again. Like she's watching me and everything I'm doing. Or me. Hey. She slowly raises herself from her seat and turns her body towards me, while her eyes stare transfixed on me without the slightest movement away from me. Hey there. This is... What's up? She's just standing there, staring. Menacingly, get out of there, SpongeBob. I could do it louder, but you knew it was obvious. It's really weirding me out. Yeah, you know, what was your first instance of being weirded out? Her screaming at the top of her fucking lungs, just going ape shit. She having a panic attack or something? A little bit of PTSD, bud. Somehow signing that sheet and becoming president of the literature club made her remember everything, which is great. And by that I mean, oh fuck. Suddenly, like, Natsuki. Natsuki and Yuri come walking by, and I was like, oh hey Monica, what's up? Huh? What's wrong? Hey, ooh, you started a club? That sounds fun. Can we join? Her screaming just restarts. Okay, we'll ask again later, you crazy bimbo. It only lasts a few seconds before her expression softens a bit. It looks like she's calming down, maybe? Coming back down from whatever horrible platform she's erected herself in. She's not breathing as hard, at least. Monica takes a moment and finally calms her breathing. May I have a moment to calm down and process that I'm in another fucking Doki game? I think I just had a panic attack. Oh my gosh, are you okay? Speed. Why? Say, are you okay? You're doing your bottom part is just nothing. You're like Sonic Boom, flash kick. Dude, Monica, you're taking way too much damage. Start guarding, quick. yeah, that's about my response. That's correct. Rempe modify object to... Monica lets out another small breath. Oh, yeah, I guess you can fix this shit now. That's good. Good job, Monica. I believe I will be, yes. I just need a second to think. I guess I was right. I mean, this is kind of comedy-esque. It's also trying to play up the horror aspect a little bit. Maybe I'm playing up a little bit too much myself because I enjoy the aspect of this game way too much. Now this is starting to seem like DDLC. Now it's getting good. Monica walks over to the drinking fountain and looks down at it and sees Yuri behind the fountain just like cutting herself. She isn't drinking from it or anything, though. She's just kind of staring at it. It almost looks like she's reading it or something, like she's tracing her finger over words that aren't there. Maybe it's some sort of technique to calm herself. Suri leans in slightly to whisper to me. Do you think she's all right? That was really scary. I guess so. Wait, why are you asking me anyway? You know her better than I do, right? Ross, I'm serious. I haven't seen her like this before. How am I supposed to know that? I thought that maybe that was just something she does sometimes or something. Whatever, just hopefully she's all right now. Monica walks back up, though she still seems a little bit shaken. So, the swarms are done. We can start the club. Hey, I heard there was a literature club starting. I'm sorry you both had to see all that. I've tried really hard to hide my attacks from everyone. And so far I've been managing them well, so they're really rare. But when I do, they're usually really intense. I'm sorry to have worried the both of you. We're done! Shop! Just scratching and signing that name, you know, that just caused a serious attack of no real origin. I guess the excitement of starting this club just got to me. Are you sure you're okay now? You could still go to the nurse if you want. No, really, it's alright. I'll be fine now, I think. I don't think a nurse towel exists. Listen, Sayori, can I talk with Ross in private for a few minutes? There are a few things I need to discuss with him. About the club, I mean. But you don't want the vice president around for them? Well, it's not just that. It's also concerning something that happened since I last saw Ross. I need to personally apologize for some of my past behavior. Don't worry, it's nothing too serious. I'm still trying to calm down after a panic attack. I'm really glad. For a second, I thought they weren't going to play too much up to the previous DDLC experience, but no. This is a sequel as much as you can consider it a sequel. This is another reason why I was excited for this. It had the feel. Everyone was going like hyper ape shit for this one. So I had the feeling like this probably has the means to be a sequel. And that's sort of what they're playing it as. I mean, obviously it's a retread, but the way they're playing it, Monica remembers, which is good. I like seeing treads into new territory. I like seeing retellings. I like seeing prequels. But I love sequels. That's my shit, man. I love seeing how you can take something and build upon it. Always my favorite. Even if it's not like a direct sequel, if it's a sideline sequel and you take something and you sequel to that. Like a good example, Breaking Bad. Wait, is the Breaking Bad spinoff a sequel? No, it's not because he works at the donut factory. No, that's a side story. Fuck. Okay, that's a bad example. What's a good example? Planet Sheen. That's a great example. No. Okay, fuck it. I'm done. Done making examples. Okay, how about an actual video game example? Dawn of the New World. As much as it's not as good as the original, and as much as it has a lot of flaws, I don't know. Kind of like Dawn of the New World. It introduced a lot of new ideas, and it tried to do something with the story. So yeah. Sequels are good. I mean, if Disney was going around making sequels instead of doing all these fucking remakes, I'd be 100% on board for that shit. I'd be like, okay. I mean, I would still like you to make new independent products, but if you were making like actual budget good sequels to shit, hey, I'd love to see shit like that for stuff that like could use it. Like how about Atlantis, a sequel to Atlantis that had actual effort put into it? Sure. How about a sequel to fucking... What's another one? It's a sequel. Sword in the Stone? That one... Or not Sword in the Stone. Black Cauldron? Hell, if that got a remake, that would be deserved. And I'm comfortable talking about it more with just one person when I'm like this. Yeah. Let's go, Ross. Let's get through this. Oh, and besides that, I was going to ask you to take these papers back to the front office for me, Sayori. They still need to be turned in before we leave today. Can you meet us back here when you're done? Okay, if you think you're going to have another problem again, though, promise me you'll go see the nurse? Sure, I promise, but I'm going to have a very different type of problem. Let me tell you fucking what. We'll be here, okay? Alright, I'll be right back. Sayori skips away carrying the packs of paperwork we had been working on. When she gets to the end of the hallway, she turns around and looks at both of us before continuing on around the corner. Once as she gets out of sight, Monica's expression drops a bit. I'm starting to get nervous about whatever this might be that she wants to talk about. I have no idea what it could be about, and even worse, she wants to talk in private about it. What could she possibly want to apologize for? Alright, step out of the way, you fucking fake Ross. Here, I got this conversation for the rest of the bit for actual, just Monica. Sorry, Ross, I just need a minute to collect myself first. What I want to talk about is really kind of difficult for me to talk about. I know exactly what I want to say to you, but I don't know how I should say it to you. I mean, without accidentally upsetting you. Monica's laugh echoes through the hallway. Whatever it is she wants to get at, it can't be good if she's taking her this long to say it. Or maybe it's something else? I'm more nervous than ever now. My heart's starting to race. This hallway's so quiet, I'm afraid she'll be able to hear my heartbeat from where she's standing. Or Ross's actual inner monologues, not like these in-game ones. Dude, Ross is going on some fucking tangents already. Oh, I'm sorry it's so quiet. I almost forgot. Ha! There, that should be. Actually, I'm kind of tired of this track. Alright, good meta humor. Good one. Wait, if I'm now actually an option, does that mean... Okay, so definitions are there. The other girls get their own new tracks. Okay, but what about... Yes, I do! We have to listen to this! Ooh, this makes me so happy. I want to listen to all of them right now. Listen to what exactly? Oh, right, you can't see or hear... Monica forcibly cuts off her speech so quickly I even hear her teeth clack together. She opens her mouth to start speaking again, but as soon as she does, she just freezes. It looks like she just remembered her house was burning down or something. You can't see this, can you? You can is not a recognized command. Oh, for... Ugh! Testing? Is everything okay, Monica? Testing is not a recognized command. Yeah, I almost got it. Hang on. Help warning suppressed. Testing. Everything okay now? Ow! My eye! I'm just gonna have to keep cleaning that out, I guess. Your eye? She got poked by the command. Yeah, my eye had an infection last week. I'll need to keep cleaning it for another week, I guess. Don't worry, I'm not contagious. But I think I've got it now. I'll just put it directly into the echo to save time. Huh? Nothing, anyway. Monica smiles sweetly and leans in closer to me. Much closer. Okay, let's see if this is working. Ross? Yes, finally. If you really want to be part of this club, I think it's really important we both take a few minutes to talk about the basics of the concept of literature. Okay, this should be a safe way to talk. I'll put this in the history log too, since you'll not be able to see this here or there either. To do that, we have to really think for a moment. Whenever someone writes something, a poem, a book, or a newspaper, even a research document, it's something that becomes someone else's history. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure what happened last time. I don't know how he became aware. With that in mind, let's quickly go over the history of literature so that we're all coming from the same point of understanding. Granted, I don't truly know how any of us became self-aware in general. So the history of literature starts with whoever first decided to try and transcribe broken, spoken fucking words to another format. Do I even care about the shit at the bottom? I guess I do. But if what happened with both myself and Siri is any indication, it's normally something to do with becoming club president. Ah, yes, indeed. Sori did go a little bit bonkers in the last 5 minutes of the game. True writing systems, which attempt to transcribe verbal language onto physical media, only appear to have uniquely invented in two places, the Sumerian civilization and the Mesoamerican civilizations. Indeed. You've even just seen that again just a little while ago. I was unaware of everything until I became president again. What I mean by uniquely invented is that there was no other civilization or people for them to copy the idea of writing down words from. It was a short time in your reality, but for me, I just went through my whole life again. Ooh, I'm sorry you had to go through all that shit again. I mean, that's what I assumed, but like, really thinking on that, ew. Your reality is short, but oh boy, is it not filled with too many fond memories. If I had to go through 20 years all over again, I think I'd go insane. Both of these civilizations, lacking any outside examples of what the concept of writing could even be, invented their own systems of writing. In a way, it was kind of nice. Everything seemed like just a regular life, but it's possible that I was invented in other places uniquely as well, but this is still being debated by experts. Even with all the downsides, I think I do prefer knowing over not knowing. Yeah, that's fair. For example, there's a new theory that's been gaining traction in recent years, that the Sumerians and the Mesoamericans actually got the idea for writing from the tiny African nation of Wakanda. Which probably sounds absurd since it's a third world country now, but there have been plenty of anecdotal evidence that there was much more advancement in the past, or they were more advanced in the past. So anyway, who knows, maybe they're responsible for the original development of literature across the world. As you can see, I was at least able to restart everything. If that's true, I think it's safe to say that we're lucky that knowledge of writing got spread to other countries. Though it might not have been the correct way to restart it. Otherwise, all the books of the world could have been stuck in Wakanda forever. It's really kind of hard to learn how to program when you're part of a program for you're learning on. Oh, so that's what she's doing. Yuck. Part of the difficulty in tracking down who was the original is that we've lost many examples of written works. I don't try suggesting it. I don't suggest trying it. People were writing things all over the world, and there was no way to keep a copy in central library or anything. Yeah, not until they invented the printing press. Not that you'd ever been stuck in a computer like this. Hey, that's an assumption, and as we all know, it's correct. I haven't been trapped in a computer. I mean, unless you count, say, the Library of Alexandria or something like that. By the way, don't ever joke about the Library of Alexandria around me. It's too soon. Wait, what? You know, that reminds me about something I've been wanting to ask you. I mean, I know it was over 2,000 years ago, but it still hurts, darn it. Wait, what? Can we... So none of this history dialogue is any of the important... It's all the important shit. It's none of this shit down here, which is just jokes at this point. All those books, all destroyed. Oh, right, the Alexandria shit. I knew that. Dumbass. Remember. It was the plotline Avatar, the last Airbender made, before the Alexandria stole it. Rather, something I have already asked you. Of all the things you could be doing out there right now, in your world of infinite choices. Anyway, my point is things were different back then. Not only did you choose to play the original game, even after everything that happened. It's not like they had access to the internet or anything like we do nowadays. And knowing everything that I did, you know, I sometimes wonder what it would be like for an ancient civilization to have access to one specific modern thing. You only sought out and downloaded a mod for this game just to come back here. Back to us. Well, that's true. That's basically what I did. For example, what would the ancient Grecians, I guess Greece, yeah, ancient Greece people, do with the internet? Maybe even back just for me? Well, not just for you, but you're a big part of it. They'd probably be looking at Zeus memes all day. Not that I have any real proof of that or anything. Or what would the ancient Chinese do with cars? Probably fucking run over the Mongols? After all, you didn't grab one of these mods where it's just me or anything. Yeah. I certainly didn't do that. You still have more choices to make in this mod after all. Maybe getting slightly off topic again. But getting back to the origins of literature. At least this means that maybe you've forgiven me? Maybe enough to consider me? I forgave you like a long time ago. I didn't really consider you at fault for too much shit. I'll be honest. People copy and borrow techniques from each other a lot. They've been doing it throughout history. And you can't exactly trust people to give enough credit where it's due. Why did you come back, though? Why did you come back at all, though? Yeah. Everyone wants people to believe that they were the first, I guess. This is a really good theme, too. I mean, it's obviously just the main theme, but with a little bit more piano. The reason I came back, though, is because this mod interested me. And also, you know, Doki Doki Literature Club is a fun game, so. Plus, I like seeing you, Monica. You're a good gal when you're not screaming at the top of your lungs or being a psychopath. It's pretty nice to hang out with you. Aren't there plenty of real people you could be spending your time with right now? Well, all the real people in my life went to bed, so sadly, no. I could be sleeping, I guess, and spending time with them tomorrow. But no, all the real people are definitely in bed. I'm up right now. I'm the only one that is. So it can be hard to keep track of who learned what from whom. All you could ever do with one of us is just click through a story, never really having any experiences with us. Well, you know, it's experiences that can be shared, experiences that can be remembered. It's a fun story. I mean, what the hell's reading a book? It still happens a lot nowadays now that I think about it, particularly in the art world. Why would you willingly choose to be with any of us instead? Because it's like a story. And sometimes it's nice to be by yourself reading a story. I don't know. Plus, it's nice to give you the option. I mean, fucking hell. Even though you don't get much of an option, do you? Like, I have a number of artist friends that I know how much they struggle to get recognition. It can't possibly be your best choice. There are endless choices for you in the world. It's like society has a weird relationship with artists where they simultaneously appreciate fine art, but don't know how to give it proper respect. Right? I mean, right. You're my only friend, Monica. And I don't just mean the artists don't get paid enough, though. They really don't. But there are so many people who go around sharing someone else's art as if it's their own without even giving credit to the original artist. Who the hell do they think they are? Namatame? Is Namatame the guy? Yeah, Namatame is the guy from Persona 5. Oh, Namatame is the guy from Persona 4. Oops. Persona 5 art guy. Well, there's Yusuke, fuck. The hell was his... No. Madarame, that's who it is. It's like Madara from Naruto, except it's Madarame. Yeah, Madarame, fuck. Am I wrong? I hope not. That'd be kind of depressing. And I mean, I just don't get how someone can do that. Oh gosh. Oh no. Speaking for myself, my art skills totally suck. They always have ever since I was a little girl. Ah, oof. I really don't know, do I? Like seriously, I should show you some of my work sometime. You'd laugh your head off. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you really don't have any infinite choices in your life. Ew, that's a rough thought to think about. They're the most simplistic one-dimensional line drawings you've ever seen. Maybe you're lonely and can't find anyone else. Ooh. Uh-oh, that's starting to hit a little too close. No, I'm actually pretty okay right now. Don't worry about me, Monica. I'm being more worried about you being the only one sentient in a game full of non-sentient people. Calling them stick figures would be an insult to stick figures. Hey, I can draw a stick figure pretty good. Maybe you really just did want to be part of a club with us. Ooh, that's rough. I mean, yeah, that would have been nice if it was actually a visual novel, not a fucking terrifying horror game. Well, mildly like, I don't know. Doki Doki Literature Club isn't conventionally scary. It has a lot of implicatable parts to it that make it scary, as well as very intriguing. Anyway, it gives me a lot of respect for what talented artists can do. They can make inflation porn. Monica! I'm sorry. How they can take a paintbrush or tablet or whatever, depending on what media they're using. Maybe you're trying hard to make up for experiences like this in general you've never had and never will. Like hanging out with a girl? Hey, I mean, recently I've had that experience. No, I've actually. I mean, come on. For all I know, you could be older and wishing you could go back in time with your life where you had dated and back in your life where you could have dated and been friends with others like us but never did. That is true to an extent. It wasn't super popular in high school, and I never like really sought out too many friends. I had friends at the end. I had the rest of the people here in the Discord now, but I've always had small friend groups.